Hello there, everybody. Apologies for the setup this week, but I'm going away for a couple of days, and I haven't packed or done anything for the house and haven't cleaned out the car, so I've got to do this really quick. So this is just going to be B-roll up here, not going to be talking about... The images aren't going to be super relevant, and I'm just going to talk about this episode really, really quickly. So yeah. Hey there, welcome to the channel. This is After Acolyte, the post-show for the Acolyte, and this is talking about episode 4 called Day. In my opinion, this was the weakest episode so far, and I'm someone that has very much enjoyed the previous 3 episodes. I've been enjoying this show quite a bit. I do think there is issues with pacing. Some of the dialogue is a little bit iffy, some of the acting has been a little bit iffy, but overall, I've actually really enjoyed the show. I think it's a fresh, exciting new era to explore, and I've enjoyed a lot of it. This one, to me, was the weakest one so far. The runtime was very, very short. I think when the credits started rolling, this show had been going for 28 minutes. That is a tiny episode, and this was an episode that consisted mostly of moving characters from point A to point B and setting the stage for what is to come in the rest of the season. So that was kind of disappointing because not much happened. I don't think the time was utilized very well. We did get some stuff that I did enjoy, some character moments, mainly with Osha and Jackie. I thought their stuff was really nice. Osha and Sol, even a little bit of Osha and Yord. I liked the character moments. I just think they could have been expanded upon and gone along a little bit longer to really flesh it out and to just give more depth to these characters before shit hits the fan, as we see at the end of the episode. So yeah, I just thought this was... I just feel like the time wasn't utilized well. It just felt like it was setting the pieces on the board for what's to come. And I just thought they could have done it a little bit better. I don't know if it's too obvious that Chimere is going to be Darth Teeth at this point. It just seems too obvious at this point, right? Because I feel like they've gone out of their way to show Chimere as this sort of clumsy kind of guy. He keeps knocking stuff over. He's sort of aloof in that. But then Darth Teeth is suddenly on Kofar, and Chimere is not there at the same time, so it adds up. But is it too obvious? I have no idea if I'm being played here or not with this character, and I just don't know. But at the moment, it does feel like Chimere is Darth Teeth, but I would also not be super surprised if it's a complete misdirect, and it's not. But I would also not be surprised if it is him. So we'll see. I did think that May's turn in this episode felt very abrupt. It did feel like it came out of nowhere. She sort of just said, oh, I'm going to align with Osha now. That's where my loyalties are. And I'm going to abandon this assignment and this mission and my master and this path of revenge that I've been on, and I'm suddenly just going to not. I thought it came completely out of nowhere. I legitimately thought I had missed a scene or an episode. It just felt very strange to me. I understand she was curious, and like seeing her sister and realizing that she was alive again did like reignite something within her, but I just think they blew past it too quickly. It was very, very quick and very, very abrupt. One of my friends said this should have happened in the next episode, because you plant the seed of her having doubts and not being able to do this, and then you have the turn later on. This just felt way too quick, and I agree completely with that. All that said, also, Sol saying to Osha that he's going to explain everything after this. That man just signed his death warrant, right? Like, that's what the character who is about to die says, before they die. We'll talk about this after. So yeah, it reminded me a lot of Benjen Stark from Game of Thrones, where he's like, oh, when I get back from this ranging, we'll talk all about your mother, and then he doesn't come back. So that's what I felt like was happening with Sol there, which will be a shame because Lee Jong-jae has been so good as Sol. He is, in my opinion, the best part of this show. He is legitimately just like the perfect Jedi to me. I've loved watching him, so if that happens, I'll be very disappointed. So all that said, I did have a lot of criticisms of this episode. I'm also interested into what's going on with the Jedi here, with Venestra not wanting to inform the High Council. Is there something else at play going on with the Jedi? It seems like there's a not quite like a schism going on, but it's like they don't want to play politics with what they're doing. It just felt a little bit odd. I don't know. something just, again, it felt like we were missing a little bit of context for what's going on, why they don't want to involve the council and stuff like that. I don't know. I also forgot to check the credits if that was Kiadi Mundi, the Syrian guy. I don't know if that was him or not, or if it was someone else. I forgot to check the credits. Let me know if it is. So all that being said, I did have a lot of criticisms of this episode. The last 5 minutes, though, ooh, that was good stuff. I loved the last 5 minutes, and I was like, I knew it was going to be a short episode, and I knew exactly how it was going to end. But the build-up, I thought, was perfect. The slow build-up, May running to the village section, discovering Kalnaka, realizing that the Master was here. The Master slowly appearing, levitating down behind Osha, the Jedi igniting their lightsabers. The Master flicks Osha to the side, and then the battle begins. There's that massive force blast, and they cut to black. You bastards. You got me. Like, you hook, line, and sinker, you's got me. So I can't wait for next week's episode and what's to come. But at the same time, it's a bit annoying when you have like this great 5-minute ending tease for what's to come, but it came after 25 minutes of what I would say is almost wasted time. So, and again, I'm someone that's been very positive about this show. Go check my comments. People hate me for liking this show. I'm sorry, I like what I like. So yeah, to me, this one felt like the weakest, and I've actually seen people say that this was one of the stronger ones, and I was a little bit confused by that. I don't know if I have much more to say. I think I've hit all my bases. I need to keep this short because I have stuff to go do. I apologize. But yeah, very excited for next week. Really enjoyed the last 5 minutes. But yeah, there was just a lot of things where I thought it was a little bit rushed. You know, some of the editing was very quickly. Scenes felt like they were starting their transition mid-sentence. And yeah, I don't know. Enjoyed it. Looking forward to more. But yeah, just thought this was the weakest one so far. We need to do my bingo card really quickly. Nothing is being checked off on the bingo card this week, but if we get Smiley killing, or Darth Teeth, whatever I'm calling him, if he kills at least 3 of those Jedi next week, I get a bingo on the diagonal. So I've got that going for me. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. Thank you for watching. Sorry this episode is such a bit of a clusterfuck, but I got stuff to do. Anyway, I will be back next week for the Acolyte. More videos on the way. Follow me here and on TikTok at Cubcos, a Star Wars TikTok, and here at Cubcos, a Star Wars channel. I love talking about Star Wars. Really enjoying the Acolyte so far, but I did think this was the weakest episode so far. Anyway, thank you for watching. May the Force be with you, always.